Today I'm going to take you through a shoulder and core dumbbell workout. For this workout, all you need is one light pair of dumbbells. This is a follow along that you can do with me at home or in the gym. We're going to kick things off with a brief bodyweight warm up, then we'll get into the main dumbbell strength sections. We're going to do 4 30-second intervals, just getting some blood flowing through the shoulders. So we're going to start nice and basic with some shoulder circles, doing 20 seconds each way. There's no break between these, so we'll move straight from one till the other. Try and make as big rotations as you can. And take it in reverse back the other way. Next up, we're going to move onto some bent over Y raises. So you're going to come up into a Y shape and then back down. Lock the elbows out, point your thumbs up to the ceiling. Maintain as horizontal body position as you can manage. This is a great upper back posture exercise as well. From here, we'll be going onto the knees on the mat to open up that chest and upper back. I want you to reach under and then reach up. So you're going to reach under and then reach up. I get a little click in the back, like I just did. That's absolutely fine. Let's switch sides. And then back to your feet. We're just doing those one more time through, and then we'll get into the workout. And change direction. Into those Y raises, so into the bent over row position, thumbs turn up, a fairly narrow Y shape with your body. From here, we'll be going back to the knees for that reach and rotate. And the other side now. All right, let's move on to our first section. So we're going to be doing 4 exercises, supersetting between shoulder exercises with core exercises. If you grab a light pair of dumbbells, I'm going to be using 7 kilo per dumbbell. That's around 15 pounds each, but just use whatever's right for you. We're gonna be doing 40 seconds on with 20 seconds to change to the next exercise. We'll have a slightly longer rest after each round. We'll do 3 rounds in total. And let's start with those bent over reverse flies. So hinge at the hip. Should be keeping the elbow angle relatively fixed. So you can have a slight bend in the elbow. We want to keep that angle the same throughout the whole movement. I like to go somewhere between a neutral and an overhand grip, halfway between the two, drawing the little fingers out and up. Trying to keep the core still. All right, onto some V-ups now. You can do these coming all the way up onto the tailbone, or if you'd rather keep your lower back on the floor and just do more of a crunch style V-up, that's fine. We're gonna go alternating legs, both hands go every time. All right, we're gonna do some W raises. This is another rear delt exercise, the back of the shoulder. I want you to imagine you're chucking 2 pints of water behind you whilst being in a bent over row position. So you're making a W shape with your arms, throwing the thumbs back, and you're externally rotating the shoulders. Make sure you're not going too narrow. The dumbbell should be fairly wide. Keep the core still. Okay, we're back onto the mat. We've got a bicycle crunch. We're gonna do a slow, smooth, classic bicycle crunch for this one. So hands on temples, opposite elbow to opposite knee. Really try and twist the torso so you're looking from one side to the other rather than just cranking your neck. You should have a relatively open chin to neck position. Great job, there's 1 round done. We've got 2 more in this first section. Notice we're working mainly on the rear delts on the back of the shoulder for this, and then the next section we're going to hit the mid and front delts, mixing in those core exercises the whole time. So we're starting back with that bent over reverse fly. Like I said, I like to take that kind of semi-neutral position. You can do these prone on a bench as well, so if you're struggling with lower back support and you've got a bench available, you can do these lying with your chest on the bench. definitely tough. Okay, we've got those V-ups, whether you're doing a smaller crunch style V-up or if you're coming all the way up. Back to your feet, all prone on the bench for those W raises. So you're making that W shape with the hands, making sure you get a nice external rotation at the top of every rep. Back to the mat for that bicycle crunch. Just remember, we're going for a nice big rotation. With my bicycle crunch, I actually like to tap one elbow on the knee, and when that makes contact, I want the other elbow to actually gently touch the floor, forcing me to do a nice big rotation, getting the obliques working. Oh, definitely feeling that burn by the end. So there's 2 rounds done, 1 to go in this first section. Then we'll be switching up the exercises. We'll use the same dumbbells for the second section, but just give you new exercises to focus on. So back to that reverse fly. Try and think about drawing out rather than pinching your shoulder blades together too much. When I'm trying to target the rear delts and the shoulders, I tend to draw out more, thinking about width, not flicking the elbows out, but just drawing the dumbbells wide with the little fingers. And if I'm doing a back workout, I'll tend to use more of a neutral grip for the dumbbells, so palms facing each other completely, and I'll pinch my shoulder blades more. We're trying to do a shoulder workout today, so let's keep quite a wide elbow angle, drawing it out wide with the little fingers. Okay, we've got those V-ups. When you open out in the V-up, make sure your lower back is still pressed towards the floor. So it's tempting to arch off when we come into this bottom position, but we actually want to maintain a slight hollow hold position before we start each rep.
Even when you feel low, you can still go.
Feeling those ab exercises start to kick in now. Let's get those W raises done. This is a tricky one to get right, but we're really working on that external rotation of the shoulders on this. That's why we're trying to stay quite light with the dumbbells. Final exercise in section 1, we're doing that bicycle crunch. Great job. Take a minute off, grab yourself some water, and then we'll get going with that second section. If you're enjoying training with me, but you fancy trying more of a sets and reps strength plan, I've got something called the 12-week dumbbell plan ebook, which is a written plan. It has got video links for the exercises to give you little tutorials, and I'll link that in the description of this. And maybe you want to continue on from that after the LIFT series, which is one of my free YouTube programs. So check that out in the description of this video. This next section is the same format, 40-20 intervals, 4 exercises, starting with that classic lateral raise to hit the middle of the shoulder. So you can very slightly unlock your elbows, draw the dumbbells up until they're parallel to the floor. You don't need to go any higher than shoulder level. And the dumbbells can actually be subtly out front, not like a front raise, but they're going to be just a touch in front of your body when you're in the top position. And then make sure you're lowering them with control. So I see a lot of people put a lot of effort into the way up, but then they're just dropping on the way down. All right, we're gonna do some more static core exercises, working more of your transverse abs, which are like your corset muscles. We're gonna do a hollow hold. I'll show you 2 variations for this. So the easier one is 1 knee in, 1 knee out. Let's go. And then if you know you can do this fairly easily, you can put both feet out. And if you're doing the single leg version, maybe at the 20-second mark, you might want to just switch legs around, but that doesn't matter too much if you do or don't. It's all about this core brace here, making sure your lower back isn't arching off the mat. Head and shoulders should be off slightly, and just do whichever difficulty level suits you. All right, we're gonna hit the front of the shoulders now with a classic, doing that front raise. We're gonna come into a double overhand grip, a bit like you're riding a motorbike. We're gonna try and control the way down still. So up, controlling down, and either just gently touch your quads or don't touch them at all. I like to just unlock my knees to give me a nice solid base that stops me from leaning back. You might need to breathe and brace for the reps. If you're struggling with your lower back on this, you can just go for some alternating front raises like this. It'll be slightly easier, but it'll be a lot easier on your lower back. All right, we've got a dead bug now. You can do these with 90-degree bend at the knee, or you can do them with completely straight legs. Your head can stay on the mat for a dead bug. Your arms are going to start straight, and you're going to send opposites down whilst keeping the other two in the center. Return to the middle and then send the opposite leg and arm out. The whole purpose of this is to brace your core to avoid arching the back as you extend the arms and legs overhead. If you want to try that straight leg variation, it'll look like this. It's a little bit harder on the hip flexors, a bit more challenge on the hamstring flexibility as well. Great job, there's one done. Just 2 rounds to go, and then we're finished for the workout. So get ready with those lateral raises. Technique points I want you to focus on are lowering the dumbbells with control, maybe a soft touch on the sides, and not leaning back on any of these shoulder exercises. You can have a slightly faster tempo on the way up, maybe 1 to 2 counts up, 1, 2, but then 1, 2, 3, 4, 3 to 4 counts on the way down. So 1 to 2 up, and then 3 to 4 down. Onto the hollow hold. I've shown you the 2 variations you can do, full hollow and 1 knee in, so pick what suits you. Whichever you pick, you need to be able to maintain that core tension without any arch in the lower back. Head and shoulders should be slightly off the mat. Difficult to breathe whilst doing that, but got through it. We've got those front raises, so like I said, if you're struggling and you're leaning back for them, just go for alternating front raises. But if you've got it, you'll get more reps in per arm if you just go for doubles.
Creeping up from the heathens, got will, got fight, got pride, got reason. If they wanna go eat, then you know I'm gonna feed them. If you're coming for me, hope you're ready for a demon. I got eyes in the back of my head, I'm seeing. Take me for granted and you know I'm leaving. I'ma take what's mine, the webs I'm weaving. I could take
onto those dead bugs. I'm gonna opt for the straight leg dead bug, but if you struggle with that, just do that 90-degree knee version. As I said before, you can keep your head on the floor for a dead bug. Don't worry if you're finding this a coordination nightmare. You and every other client I've trained will be in the same boat trying this for the first few times, but I promise it does get easier. All right, just one round to go, and then that's the workout complete. This is actually a workout within a 30 workout 6-week dumbbell lift series. So if you're on that, well done. Well on your way into the program by now. And if you don't know what it is, I'll link it at the end of the video, and you can also check it out in the description. That lift series is a free YouTube series, and I've put a program guide together, which you can also download in the description of this video. I'll just give you some tips and guidelines for the program. Onto those front raises now. Final exercise of the workout, we've got those dead bugs. And that's it, that's the workout complete. Thanks so much for joining me for that. Let me know in the comments below, how did you find the workout and where in the world are you following along from? I really do love to hear that. Here's the next day in that 30 workout 6-week dumbbell lift series. If you want to hear more about that 12-week written dumbbell plan ebook, I'll put a link to it here. Hit the thumbs up button, subscribe if you want to become part of the community, and I'll see you again soon for another workout.